previous videos, we took a look at some of the worst prisons in the country like Brandvlei and Pollsmoor. But in today's video, we are going to look at Westville Prison, the only prison in the Durban section. Located on the outskirts of Durban, in the Westville area, it is one of the largest prisons in the country and holds roughly 40,000 inmates. Because it is the only prison in Durban, it houses a wide range of criminals, from petty thieves who are serving a couple of months to serial murderers and rapists who are serving multiple life sentences. However, to avoid inmate violence and better control the different types of criminals, the prison is split into different sections, A, B, and C. And within these sections, there are different blocks, like C1 and C2. Despite every effort to separate prisoners to prevent inmate abuse and gangs forming, the Numbers Gang, which is a prison gang that exists in almost every prison in the country, has survived for almost 2 centuries. The gang is split into 3 camps, the 26, 27s, and 28s. Each camp plays a specific role in maintaining the order and control of the prison. The 26s are usually responsible for acquiring resources like money, drugs, and weapons. The 27s are a small camp, and it is debatable if they are still around, but they are considered the enforcers of the gang's laws and settle any disputes between camps. The 28s are considered the warriors and fight on behalf of all the camps during prison riots or fights against non-gang members. These camps usually work together to keep their power and control. However, occasional fights do break out. The large number of inmates causes a string of serious problems for the prison, as one problem leads to another. The primary issue of having a large number of inmates in a small cell is overcrowding, obviously. In a cell that is supposed to hold 10 inmates, there are sometimes 20, 30 staying in that cell. With so many people staying in one cell, living conditions and sanitation are poor, which causes a secondary issue that is perhaps more serious than the primary issue, and that is inmates suffering with illnesses such as TB and HIV. To make matters worse, inmates suffering with these illnesses are unable to access their medication, or if they do, they are not able to take it on an empty stomach, and with food in the prison being so scarce, a simple task like taking tablets becomes a mission. Inmates usually get 3 meals a day with basic items like bread, maize meal, beans, milk, and coffee. Sometimes during the week, they will get some fruit, and every once in a while will they have meat, if ever. Westville has housed some infamous criminals, one of which is Thozamil Taki, the sugarcane killer. He was serving 13 life sentences for the rapes of women, as well as multiple charges of robbery. On the 21 of February 2010, he and 8 others escaped Westville by sawing through the steel door and grilled gates, but was caught a month later and sent to Ebongweni Super Maximum Facility. Another inmate worth mentioning is Ruane Mir, who is a convicted murderer serving 2 life sentences. He is believed to be a hitman hired by Priyan Naidu, who was a businessman from Umhalnaga. Priyan ordered Mir to kill his business partner so that he could take over the whole business. However, that's not why we are mentioning him. We are mentioning him because in 2019, a video of him snorting a white substance was released to the media, which showcases his high life in prison and the control he is able to have within the cells. In response to this, the Department of Justice sent him to Ebongweni Super Maximum Facility. These 2 inmates expose the corruption and power certain inmates possess, despite being behind bars. It is not uncommon for guards to be involved in the smuggling of drugs, weapons, and money. Westville, like any prison across the country, is not a place you want to find yourself in. The prison does offer some support like developing skills and group therapy, but this only does so much. In a place filled with gangsters and hardened criminals, your chances of survival are slim unless you pay for protection or join the gang. What would you do?